Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate video, and another episode of Mix Set Monday. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, then be sure to check out the Mix Set Monday playlist, which you can find linked in the description box down below. And if you do enjoy this video, or you like this set, then be sure to leave a like, because it really does help me out. Now, this week, we're going to be taking a look at Wslasher's HONED Star set. I'm going to start by saying that I don't normally show off sets that require precise talisman, as I like these videos to try and be useful to as many people as possible. However, I've seen Wslasher post this set in the comments on the past few episodes, and quite a few of you have actually replied saying you really liked his set. So, seeing as this series is all about spotlighting your creations, then I figured I'd show it anyway. After all, just because I'm missing the talisman doesn't mean you won't have it. So, to begin with, the HONED Star set is comprised of the Star Knight Helm, Mail and Greaves, the Kujula Grips, and the Grand Divine IROB Waist. And without any weapons or talisman, this set has 10 slots, but if you throw a decent talisman and a weapon into the mix, you could be pushing 16. Also, without any decorations, this set begins with Challenger +1 and Mounting Master, so already a couple of pretty good skills just for wearing these pieces. If we then jump over to the stats table, you'll see that we have Edgelore on 7, bump that up to 10, and you have Steady Hand, which prevents your attacks from being deflected and halves the rate at which you lose sharpness. Then you have Edgemaster on 6, again bump that up to 10, and you have Honed Blade, a skill that increases your attack and raises your weapon sharpness. But this right here, this is the tricky part. See, you can't craft honed or cutting jewels, meaning you can't just go and fill in the slots and activate Honed Blade or Steady Hand. In order to get these, you're either going to need a +4 Edgemaster, +3 Edgelore talisman, or you're going to need a combination of a relic weapon and a talisman to fill in the gaps. So now you can see why I mentioned earlier, it's a little tricky to make this set. But I still want to show this to you guys anyway, because in the event you can bridge the gap, you can have some pretty insane skills on this set. However, in the meantime, if you don't have those talisman, you can still make this a pretty good set. To balance out the fact that I don't have Honed Blade, I've thrown a Handicraft +4 talisman and gemmed in the rest to give me Sharpness +1, and I've also added a few Spirit Jewels into the mix to give me Challenger +2. Wslasher also put Rocksteady in his set, given that he doesn't need Sharpness +1 when he has Honed Blade, but the great thing about using the Star Knight parts is that more often than not, they afford you plenty of slots and flexibility, so you can gem in some other skills. Either way, that is Wslasher's HONED Star set, and as always, you can find a link to his original post in the description box down below. Again, if you have a set you'd like to recommend, then be sure to post it in the comments down below, and I'll check out your suggestions for future episodes. I will have a Gunner mix set up in the next couple of weeks for you once I'm over the busy spell this week, but in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.